Beth Slocum is walking alone through the forest, distracted by her phone. She suddenly feels like something is behind her, pauses for a moment, then keeps going. Soon after, her boyfriend Zach is at a grocery store, oddly focused on buying black napkins, but ends up choosing beige ones instead. Not long after, Zach attends Beth's funeral. She has died after being bitten by a snake. People offer him sympathy, but he looks lost and heartbroken. Later, Zach visits Beth's parents, Maury and Jeannie, at their home. They spend time together playing chess, trying to cope with the loss. Maury casually smokes with Zach, and during their talk, Zach admits that his relationship with Beth wasn't perfect before she died. Maury explains that Beth's last words to him were teasing and sarcastic, but he believes one moment shouldn't define an entire relationship. Before Zach leaves, Jeannie gives him one of Beth's scarves, giving him something to remember her by. Even though his family tells him to move on, Zach is completely broken. Beth's parents suddenly stop answering his calls and refuse to see him. When Zach goes to their house, they won't let him inside. One day he looks through a window and is shocked to see someone who looks exactly like Beth walking around. Panicking, he bangs on the door, but his brother Kyle shows up and warns him to leave or face trouble. Zach becomes even more suspicious when he visits Beth's grave and notices the dirt has been disturbed, with a large hole where her body should be. Eventually, Zach forces his way into the house and catches Beth's parents trying to hide her. They are forced to admit the truth. Beth is alive. Zach is overjoyed but also deeply confused. Beth acts completely normal and doesn't remember dying at all. She talks about school and tests like nothing ever happened. Despite her parents warning him to stay away, Zach spends time with Beth again. They swim together, hang out at the park, and try to reconnect like before. However, Zach notices the snakebite mark is still on her body, and later Beth develops a strange sore on her face, hinting that something isn't quite right. One night, Zach takes Beth to the beach to spend some quiet time together. He plays a song he wrote for her, hoping it will be romantic. Instead, Beth gets irritated and angry. She suddenly starts destroying part of a lifeguard stand, and it even catches fire. Zach quickly pulls her away and brings her back to the car. When he turns his back for just a moment, Beth panics and smashes the car window, thinking he's about to leave her. Around town, Zach begins to notice other people acting strangely too. They show sudden mood changes and seem distant, just like Beth. Overwhelmed, Zach goes to a diner to clear his head. There he runs into Erica, a friend from his past. She offers sympathy for Beth's death, and Zach struggles to explain what's really happening. Deep down, he admits he sometimes wishes Beth had stayed gone. After leaving the diner, Zach accidentally hits Beth with his car. She isn't badly hurt, but when strangers try to help, she screams at them and scares them away. She also becomes jealous and aggressive toward Erica, believing Zach is replacing her. Finally, Zach takes Beth to her grave and tells her the truth, that she died. Hearing this sends Beth into a rage, and she steals Zach's car and drives off, completely out of control. Zach heads home and finds his family in complete panic. Sitting calmly in their living room is his dead grandfather, somehow alive again. Moments later, the former owners of the house also show up in the same condition. Kyle tries shooting them, but it does nothing. They aren't attacking anyone. They're just irritated and confused. Maury storms in and blames Zach for everything, saying this all started when Zach told Beth the truth about her death. He insists the only solution is to lie to Beth and convince her she never died. Desperate, they decide to contact their former housekeeper, Pearline, hoping she might know something, based only on assumptions. Back at the Slocum house, Beth suddenly smashes through a window and returns covered in blood. Zach quickly puts her in the car and drives off. Zach goes to a motel looking for Pearline, but only meets her cousin, who is offended by the assumptions. He explains Pearline has nothing to do with what's happening and quit her job because of Maury's inappropriate behavior. Zach leaves with no answers. Soon after, Maury shows up, knocks Zach unconscious, and takes Beth back home himself. Zach returns home and sees someone inside who quickly runs away. In the backyard, he finds burned bodies and fears his family may be gone. Shocked, he packs his bags to leave town, but guilt pulls him back to Beth's house. There, he discovers the truth. Beth was fully changed and is no longer herself. After attacking her father, she has been restrained by her mother to keep everyone safe. Zach asked to take Beth one last time, saying they were going for a hike. Outside, Kyle appears, dealing with the spreading danger. He tells Zach their parents are alive and hiding safely. Before leaving, Kyle gives Zach a gun and warns him that Beth cannot be saved. Zach takes Beth to a cliff overlooking the land. He apologizes for all the things he never did for her and tells her he loves her. For a brief moment, she says it back. With tears in his eyes, Zach makes the hardest choice and ends her suffering. Beth disappears from view, and Zach is left alone, finally accepting the loss. Zach eventually reaches the safe house and reunites with his family. There he also finds Erica, who has taken shelter with them after experiencing her own tragedy. She reveals that her mother changed as well, and she had no choice but to stop her. The experience has left Erica shaken. Later, the news reports that while the situation caused chaos, things are slowly returning to normal. Life seems to be stabilizing again. Zach's mother takes him and Erica to the cemetery, where Zach visits Beth's grave and her father's resting place. He gently leaves Beth's scarf behind as a final goodbye. As they leave, Zach asks Erica out to dinner. She agrees with a quiet smile, and the car drives off as they begin a new chapter. Thanks for watching. If you like our work, please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.